See this half inch of disgusting green junk? This exact pile of corrosion just killed my starter motor. It started with me having to literally beat my starter with a tool just to get my truck moving, and within a week, the starter completely died. Like I said, never let your battery get this dirty. That's ridiculous. When you're cleaning something that bad, you better use some gloves, man. It's good for you. I'm gonna clean all this up, scrape it all off. Some people like to put like baking soda, pour pop on it, Coca-Cola, whatever. But I'm just gonna clean it up. I'm actually gonna remove the battery and clean up out of the vehicle, because I don't like how they pour Coke and stuff like that and it just drifts all over into your system. I'm gonna remove the battery and then clean the battery completely. Unfortunately, I don't want to go look for the right tools. I'm just gonna do it with a channel light right quick to loosen the battery. Matter of fact, I'm gonna loosen all this. I'm gonna clean all this. Disconnect the positive first. That way you're not hitting other things, causing a short circuit. Now that I got loose, I'm gonna remove it. As you notice, I'm disconnecting the negative first. You want to disconnect the negative first because that's hooked up to the body. And that way, if you touch any wires anywhere, you're not shorting anything out. Now I got that loose. I will clean this separate, but I want to get this whole battery out of here and clean it. If you want, put your stuff back on there so you don't lose it. Put it back on there temporarily. Same thing here. I'm gonna disconnect this. Just remember where you got it. You might have to hold it down like this, so you don't want to spin it too hard and break something like that. Hold it down with one. Try not to interview the camera, but sometimes you might have to. Now I can touch anywhere and it ain't gonna short nothing out. Get it loosened up like that. Put that over there. Unscrew it all the way. I'm gonna remember this wire right here that comes out of this box. It's on top. And if I don't remember, that's a good reason. Sometimes just record yourself even if you're not making a video. This washer was under that one. Pull that off right there. We're good to go right there. I'm gonna put this back on so I don't lose it. And I will be cleaning as much of this I can before I remove these, and then I will remove these and finish cleaning the rest of the way. The other piece right here that holds the battery down is not on there, so that eliminates that part. I don't have to do that. All right, now what I'm gonna do, since I got that all disconnected, I'm gonna take the battery out. Completely out of there. Picking up the whole thing there. Then you gotta hook up there. Everything's gonna catch it, give you a hard time. Alright, I got it out of there. I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna put it down over here. I actually do want to remove this cover though. It comes out to the bottom a lot easier. See that? Now I'm gonna clean this cover too. Might as well clean it while I got it out. Before I work on that, I'm gonna clean these right here. Make sure they get good contact. Cleaned out with a wire brush. There's the other one right there. You see all this dust flying off of it, man. Get this one first. This one reaches higher. Yeah, look at that. All the corrosion on there. That's crazy. If I do a better job in a little while, right now I just want to get it, clean the most of it off so I don't forget for later. Big difference there. If you're twisting your wires, and try to twist them down here, not from right here. Don't twist right here and break all this wire right there. See that? Trying to get it where I can put it down where I can get a good scrape on it. That's clean right there, man. That's good. The plate that's in the bottom is actually pretty good shape. Like I said, I didn't want to pour like soda and all that to clean the cables up here like you see many people do, because then the soda you pour in there, or baking soda, it just gets into all the bottom of the car because nobody cleans that afterwards. They don't show you that on YouTube or whatever. They just show you cleaning this stuff, pouring the soda or baking soda, everything all liquids, and just drains onto the body of the vehicle. How good you want to clean this, how far, that's up to y'all. But definitely clean right here where it bolts on real good, man. Okay, I'm done with that part for now. Okay, I don't got the right cleaning tool. You can buy the right cleaning tool, but I don't got it, so I'm just going to use what I got available, which is a little scraper, brush, little wire brush right here, and these to take off these cables. But first I'm going to clean what I can, and then dust it off. And then I'll go about to rinsing it all off, cleaning it real good. See, maybe this battery's bad, we just have to buy another one. Let me see, it don't look bloated. Usually if your battery is bloated from the side, that means your battery's bad. It doesn't look bloated. I am gonna clean it all up and throw a charge on it. To get it fully charged, it might be dying with all the corrosion on it. Okay, like I said first, let's scrape off all this stuff, man. Look how bad it was, man. I mean, I've been wanting to clean it, but I had a feeling that was going to happen, man. And it happened today, right when she was going to go grocery shopping. She just came back from watching one of the grandkids' baseball games. So lucky she was able to start the vehicle up over there. This I bent a little bit. It's like pretty bad, man, like corroded bad. That's a lot of corrosion. And I kept putting off this video, oh, I'm gonna do it later, but I've been busy and also get seizures and stuff, so when I have like a seizure, I'm out for like a day or two, because sometimes they last over 5 minutes, so I'm out like a day or two, and then well, that's no excuse to wait, otherwise I'd be walking like crazy, so I was stranded somewhere. And I am gonna rinse it off with a water hose and stuff before I take it apart. It's pretty cool because it's hot water out here. Look, this battery says 622. It's an older battery. Look how clean that came out already. I'll go ahead and remove these the washers and stuff. Put them aside. Because I want to clean all that real good too. All the connections you want to clean good. I'll clean these up in a bit. Definitely, you might want to wear rubber gloves for sure. I ain't gonna lie, I'm making this video to show you, but at the same time, it's been raining like crazy out here. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm getting bit up like crazy. I heard a lot of mosquitoes. Got that part cleaned up. Go ahead and loosen up the split it like that a little bit, be able to get this off pretty easy. That there's already good to go. See that? You definitely want to clean in there too. That's pretty weird because that actually looks pretty clean. But definitely we'll be cleaning that too. Matter of fact, let me see if this little brush fit through there. Like I said, they sell the brushes and stuff to clean it with, but really you don't got to clean all this part, but I'm doing it just to get it clean. This part, yes, you got to have clean because that's where the connection, the wires go connected to it. The inside, yes, you got to get that clean because that goes on there, right there. I could just show you short videos, but I like showing my work because some people like watching the whole work get done. Instead of just do this, do that, and then when they go do it, some people, yeah, a lot of people know what they're doing, but there's some people like freshly start, don't know exactly how to do the job. Like I was saying before I spray that, some people don't know exactly how to do the job, so they rather watch the whole video done instead of the short video. Say, pull this off, pull that off, clean that, clean that. They like to watch. They like to watch the whole thing in process. So that's pretty clean. It looks shiny inside and everything. Put that aside. Then they dry up. Gonna remove this one. This one I might need a socket. I'm not sure. Yeah, I got it. Don't need no socket, man. Little crescent wrench does the job. And if you're wondering why I'm not holding the other side, on some you might have to hold the other side. Let me open a little bit more. The more you open it, the looser it'll be. You don't have to fight it when you're taking it off. Yeah, they come off a lot easier now. Okay, here's what I was saying. When you go to take it off right here, on some of them, it's blocked in right there. This is where it's crimped, so it's not letting that nut, not letting the bolt turn. And then you're able to unscrew the nut right there. See, that's gonna hold while you're unscrewing the nut. That works out pretty good. Let me show you the reason why. Look at it. See all the corrosion? That's why you want to pull them off to clean all that real good. Okay, now that I took this one off, I'm going to go ahead and clean this one up too. Clean it real good. I already, make sure you do that. I already have did that, but I'm going to do it again. Definitely get the inside good. Look, all that corrosion is there. You use a scraper or something, get it all cleaned off. Inside there is corrosion. Clean up what you can. Try not getting good battery contact and not letting the vehicle start. That's crunchy. That's very crunchy. That means it's like super dirty. It might actually be all I have to do to get the vehicle to start. We'll see. Gonna clean it with a wire brush. Oh, yeah, that cleaned it up pretty good. That's good, man. I like the way that wire brush cleaned everything. Like I said, you can buy those cleaners for the terminal cleaner, but I didn't have it. So. Put that away. Same thing here. Before I use the brush on it, I'm gonna just scrape off all the hard stuff I can with this little scraper. Rinse it off right quick. The water don't come back there towards me, get me all wet. I'm gonna use the wire brush to clean that real good. You see the big difference, man. It turns silver once you scrape it all up. So that part turns like copper looking color. And hey, you clean it real good, man, because you know that look and this is starting to look silver. I know you want to be lazy sometimes, like that's good enough. Yeah, good enough is good enough, I guess, but why go through all the work doing it and you want it to work, so you laugh, so you want to clean it the right way. That looks way different than what it did before, man. That's crazy. I kept wanting to do it, I just never got to it. Like I said, if I have a seizure or something, when I'm out for about 2-3 days and I'm making like different videos or whatever, just to try to pass the day. Like I still got to change the turpentine belt on this truck, man, that the battery belongs to. Now check it out, man. I don't know if you can see the difference on that, but in the next one I'm gonna give you a close up. Now you see the difference, that looks all clean. This one looks all dirty. Going back to that one, he said I did kind of scrape what I could with this that's real thick just to help out a little bit. Bad thing I got my hands all dirty with this stuff. And mosquitoes out there like crazy, so it's like I can try to swat the mosquito, but I'm gonna get all dirty with the acid stuff. I'm getting bit up making this video. Check it out, I'm gonna start cleaning. You should see the difference in the color. That's a stubborn little piece right there. It won't stay in green. coming off, but you can also see like all the dust, which shows you how bad it was. You see that? This one I might just give it a little. That one came out clean. That might have been where the truck wasn't started up. Don't push too hard and shave off a lot of the lid. I'm just trying to make sure I clean up all that. Look at the top gonna get all how dirty it was. That's crazy. And you see how shiny that comes out. That's kind of really what you want the sides to come out with, so get good contact with the cable when you put them back on. One thing I should have mentioned at the beginning, make sure your caps are on, don't start spraying water in there. Came out shinier than that one, man. Or is it just because it's been sitting there, it's already starting to black up a little bit? Oh yeah, as you can see the oxidation. See that? I'm gonna clean it up right quick. I'm gonna clean the whole thing with soap right quick. What you're gonna see me do now, you go with soap and water. I ain't gonna flip the battery. You don't want to flip the battery. Just clean it up right quick, give it a quick. And the only reason you don't gotta do this off batteries, but this, like I said, was super dirty. And I kept saying I'll get to it, and I never did, man. Don't flip your battery upside down. Do not flip your battery upside down. Be very careful when handling your battery. Now I'm going to move this to the sun to dry it out. Okay, I found me a rag. I want to get it all dried up and cleaned up. Don't save your rag. Throw your rag once you're done with it, because you're not going to use it again. At least not for wiping down the battery. You just clean and go use it inside or anything. This one I'm going to save right quick, because I'm still going to probably going to pop these off in a minute and see what it looks like, the fluid in there. We'll see. I do want to get it all dried up. Remember I told you, try not to flip your battery too much, man. I'm gonna go throw a charger on it and see if what it's reading, man. Hopefully it'll just the battery. We don't gotta do something else to get that vehicle going, man. So we're gonna find out. And like I said, this battery was pretty dirty, filthy. I've seen how corroded it was. I should have never let it get that old, I mean that bad, but like I was gonna make a video on it to show you how to clean battery and stuff. Or you don't gotta go through that extreme of cleaning, but I just want mine super clean. That's why I'm doing it like that. Over there in the dry area. Okay, now bring the battery, put it right here. I'm cleaning my area where I'm going to charge it up at. Got my battery charger out. I'm going to go ahead and give it a full charge. It might be low. I don't know if it's going to be low or not. We're going to find out. Plug it in after you put the terminals on, because we're going to give it that charge. Okay, what I'm going to show you right here, which you should already know if you're doing this job anyway. This is the plus for the positive. You'll see the plus sign. A negative right here for the negative. There's a plus, give you a close-up view. There's a negative right there. At this point, I already took off my gloves. Like I said, this is the positive side. The plus is for the positive. You can either clamp it like that if you want. These got like little teeth, so I like to clamp it like that to give it a good grip. And I just kind of pull it to tighten it, open up back here. If you open it back here, it closes the front part, see that? So when I put it down like that, it's like it go all the way down, but it doesn't still only gonna grab it like from the bottom. So what I do is just kind of spread it open like that, clamp it, come over here to the negative side, same thing. Give it a good clamp, then get a good charge on it. Now what I'm gonna do is plug it in, and we should be able to get a reading and see how low it is. So here we go. It's a 12-volt battery. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to put it on turtle charge, which means low. Just 2 clicks right there. On. 12-volt battery, 89%. It's at 89%, so it's kind of fully charged, but like what? 11% discharge. Of course, with the camera, you probably can't see the number on the camera. It might look all flickery and stuff. I don't know on video how that looks because I'm recording it. Okay, right now I'm reading at 91%, so it's charging up. And I'm gonna let it charge up to 100% before I go put it in the truck, because I didn't go through all that trouble and then just to freaking half-ass clean it. Beep, beep. I didn't go through all that trouble just to half clean it and go throw it all in there after I went through all that trouble. If I went through all that trouble, clean it real nice and real good and everything, making the video, I'm gonna let it charge up 100% there. Like I said, the battery's super clean right now. I got it charging. What I'm gonna go do right now, I'm gonna go ahead and go clean the cover that was around it. That way I don't put that on dirty either. And I'm gonna leave it charging. I'll be back in a minute here. I got the cover cleaned up. Guess I can dry it up too. This ain't got nothing to do with it, but at least you got it surrounded with a clean cover, man. Also, if your battery needs to be charged and you don't charge it, I mean, all the battery terminals need to be cleaned and you don't clean them, and that could be creating a problem for your battery charge, which also can create a problem for all your electronic stuff. So you really want to keep it clean. I just never got to it. Of course, that's why everybody uses the same excuse all the time. I never got to it. I didn't have time. You always got time, man. I got that cleaned up, let it dry up. I dried it up with this, but let it dry up better. I'm gonna let it keep charging and we'll go try it out. I might just go clean a little bit of the bay of the truck while this is charging up. I'll be back in a minute here. Alright, what we got here? Yeah, 100%. It's charged up. So what you want to do, unplug it. I'm ready 100%. Go ahead and disconnect. It don't matter which one you disconnect because you got it unplugged anyway. Before I take it back to the vehicle, I am going to put the battery back in here. Because earlier when I tried to remove it from the top, it's just hard because all this. You actually want to place the battery in it through here. Show you real quick. That's there. Now I'm ready to go put it on the vehicle. Now what I'm going to do is place it in here. I got to turn it around right there. Remember, the negative is on this side. So I turn the battery around. Now I'm going to place it in there. Drop it down in there. Make sure it's even down below. There we go, I got it on there. Make sure you're not sitting on top of any of the wires. You're ready to bring the other connections to put back on there. Make sure I get all my little fittings I need, the clamps that go on top. Make sure I get my bolts and everything. Like I said, I got them both right here. I did use the pliers, just the pliers to take them off, and we use the pliers just to put them back on too. It's probably a lot easier with a socket, but I did it this way. I'm going to do it back this way. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and put these cables back on. I cleaned everything real good. And the way you know which ones go where, see that don't fit there, this fit there. The negative post is going to be a lot skinnier, thinner, fatter, whatever you want to call it. So this is going to be a lot thinner. So you see how that fits over that? Get that shade out, get out of the sun there. It fits over that. That's because I took it off of there. It won't fit on there. Pretty windy. Hopefully you can hear me. So that's that's how you know exactly putting in the right one where you took it off from. See that one fit there? Pull that back off. And this, look, all that extra playroom. So like I was explaining, the positive side, the post is always thicker, and they do that for a reason. It's wider, I should say, so you know which one. Say, for instance, I couldn't see the sign on there because they were faded off or scrubbed off. I can just know by looking at this is wider, fits there, super loose. That means the wrong one. There it is, and you get and negative is always your ground. That's ground right there. So this is negative. You know it's negative right there. You got the negative sign. If you didn't have the negative sign, like I said, you're gonna have this. It won't fit on the fatter one unless like you really open it real wide. So see, there's the negative right there. And then you can easily just pull off, unscrew this right there, put this back on, put your washer, put your nut. And I'm actually not tightening all that up right now because first I want to see where I'm at on getting all this on put the right way. Put that cover down a little bit more. There you go. There you go. See. So I'll put it on the outside over here. Pick that up a little bit. Then once I got it on all the way I want, then I'll go ahead and clamp it down. I'm gonna tighten everything up. This one had a washer down at the bottom. This one was down first. I'm gonna go ahead and put it the way it was. This is actually I'm gonna leave that facing out that way like that. Then it had this on it. Another washer. And tighten it up. It probably would be better for me to tighten it all up with a socket and stuff. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do it this way. So I like the way that's sitting right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tighten this up first. Like I said, I'm just using channel locks. And you don't gotta use something on this side because it's already clamped down with those edges. So that's pretty tight there. And some people will tell you put like, you can buy stuff you can spray on there or whatever, put it on there, whatever. I don't know, this is the old way we did it. That's the old way I'm gonna keep doing it. I mean, the way I will keep doing it. Now they tell you do it this way, do it that way. But the old way we did it this way and it lasted forever. You didn't have to change your battery or clean your terminals out for ages unless your battery's like really bad. I don't want to over tighten it and snap it, but give it a little bit more tightness there. Let's kick that way, let's kick that way. Make sure it's got good traction. Yep. So make sure that one's on there pretty good. Same thing with that. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that one. And like I said, I'm putting the positive first because if I touch anything right here, nothing's going on right there. So I got the positive on first. I'll tighten the positive first and everything. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tighten the negative. I already had this plugged in. Really, I should have had this, off of it. I should have had this off of it. What? Putting it on the positive, but a little late now for that, right? But at least I explained to you. Try to put this on first and then start with the negative. Because now you can touch anything. You ain't gonna short nothing out, man. So now put the negative on. I want it about right there. And about right there. So I can tighten that just a hair. Go ahead and tighten this one. Now something's going on here because I hear it like kind of popping as I'm doing that, and they shouldn't do that. There's a short somewhere or something. Better if you use a socket. If you don't use a socket, make sure you grip this tight because you also don't want to make this, you don't want this to come loose. I mean, you don't want to strip the nut right there, so you're not using a socket. Make sure you squeeze down. It's pretty hard when you're going to tighten it. So that right there is already good to go. I'm going to try to wiggle it. I don't want to wiggle. If I can budge it just the hair, I know a good contact in with the stuff. Now that I got that done, I'm going to tighten this one up. Hopefully everything's being seen on camera there. The camera looks kind of far away there. This I'm only holding it down because I don't want this to break, and I'm trying to spin when I'm tightening it, and I don't want it to spin. Like I said, that would be a lot easier with a socket, but I didn't do a socket. That's pretty tight there. Now we're gonna go try the truck out. That's how clean the battery looks now compared to what it was earlier. I'll try to put a before and after picture so you can see the big difference of what it was, how dirty it was earlier. So it turned on, so what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna go ahead and move my vehicle, man, because she parked it almost on the grass, and the time that she parked it almost on the grass, well, it didn't turn on. So let me move the vehicle a little bit. I'm gonna back it off the grass a little bit here. Then I'm gonna pull it up forward so I can start replacing the starter. I'm gonna pull out that old starter that I gotta tap on in order to get the vehicle moving. And then I'm gonna replace it with a brand new starter. This is the old starter right here. It's pretty bad. This is the new starter we'll be putting in. That will be in my next video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. You can go watch this next video.